My name is Wan Azamuddin and I will present the question 1. The question is, what are the ethical concerns in this case? The answer is, first, patient safety. Releasing a medical device with known 5% failure rate without informing patient and doctors violates the ethical obligation to protect patient from harm. Point number 2, informed consent. Patient and healthcare providers have the right to be fully informed about the risks associated with medical devices before making decision. Point number 3, corporate responsibility. The company's decision to hide crucial safety information raises concern about corporate ethics and accountability. Point number 4, whistleblowing dilemma. The engineer faces a moral conflict between loyalty to their employer and their duty to protect public health. Point number 5, regulatory compliance. Withholding safety information may violate laws and regulations governing medical devices, leading to legal consequences. Question 2. How does the principle of patient safety apply to engineering ethics? The principle of patient safety is a fundamental aspect of biomedical engineering ethics. It means that engineers must prioritize the health and well-being of patients above corporate interests or financial gains. In this case, engineers must design and test medical devices rigorously to minimize failure risks. Point number 2. The duty of disclosed risk ensures the patient and doctors can make informed decisions. Point number 3. Ignoring patient safety violates ethical codes, such as those outlined by professional bodies like the Biomedical Engineering Society (BMES) and Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers (IEEE). And the last point, ethical engineers should advocate for recall and redesign if a product process significant harm. For the next question, I will give to my teammates for present. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Srigan Shanmuganathan. I am from group 3D. Today I am going to discuss question 3 and question 4. Question 3 is about what should the engineer do if the company refuses to act ethically. First of all, the engineer should seek guidance from their superior or their professional engineering body such as IEE. The engineer can consult them to decide a better solution for the problem. Second, the engineer should report internally within the company. This will save the reputation of the company and can get a solution for the problem. The engineer can make a report to the higher management or escalate this issue within the company. Last but not least, the engineer can also documenting the issue. The engineer can note down the detailed records about the pacemaker and its failure rate for further action, so that the engineer can make a police report about on the company. Question 4 is about how could transparency in medical engineering benefit the society. Transparency in medical engineering benefit the society by increase or enhance the safety of the patient. Transparent communication between biomedical engineer and doctor helps to improve the patient safety. Second, the transparency in medical engineering will enhance the trust of public towards the medical field, so that the society will have more confidence on the doctors. Besides that, the transparency in medical engineering also encourages new innovations. It allows and opens new opportunities for useful and quality innovations in future, so that the health rate of the society can be increased. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, hi. Assalamualaikum. My name is Kamal and I will be presenting on discussion question number 5. I'm from the group 3D. Okay, discuss how regulatory bodies oversee ethical medical device development. First, we need to understand what is regulatory bodies. Regulatory bodies in Malaysia are such as Ministry of Health Malaysia, National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Agency (NPRA). In global, there is WHO, World Health Organization, and also International Council of Health Organization (ICH). So these are the normally regulatory bodies that we could see on our basic life every day in biomedical engineering. If you wanted to develop a medical device, okay, next. So there is a few steps that you need. So the question asks how regulatory bodies oversee ethical medical device development. So the question asks the steps. So I'm giving them the steps. The first step is product registration and documentation. When you wanted to develop a new product for biomedical engineering, you need to have a product registration and documentation. Developers provide a detailed description of the device, which includes the design, application, test results, and clinical data. Document verification is performed by a regulatory agency prior to granting approval. Okay, the second one is regulatory compliant conformity assessment. So there is an authorized competent assessment agency that determines whether a device is compliant with safety and legal requirements, which this is the example of the regulatory bodies. This should mention the second. Access to the market is permitted only for authorized device. Okay. This means that only like hospitals or medical certified are permitted for this device. Okay, the third one is market approval. After evaluation, approval is granted for the healthcare provision and distribution of the device. After the paper, the first step is approved. Then after it is approved, the healthcare provision and distribution of the device can be used. Okay, next. The first step is transparency and requirements. Instruction and details presented for use as well as warning signs should be clear and accurate. Patients as well doctors can make facts-based decisions with the aid of the specifics. So the development of the something that you wanted to use in the biomedical engineering is you need to have an instruction and details of how to use it, how not to use it. Is it waterproof? Is it, for example, is it waterproof? Is it not waterproof? Is it safe to handle it this way or not? Okay, it needs to be clear. All right. So the fifth is ethical oversight of clinical trials. Prior to testing any device on a human, it must be sectioned first by an ethical committee or review board. Okay, so before you start experimenting or before you start using the new technology, you have to go through a committee or review board to test it before human does. Okay, the testing phase is ensured to uphold patient rights and protection. And the sixth one is enforcement and corrective action. The product can be suspended, recalled, or face termination of its usage if any issues arise. And the authority governing it can legally take action. So the body, this one, the regulatory bodies can take action of the technology that you develop if the product failed or there is a malfunction. Okay, next. The seventh one is post-market surveillance. After open selling or utilizing the device, the agency retains monitoring and evaluation control. Firms are legally required to report any malfunction, negative reactions, or safety concerns. This is the post-market surveillance, means that after you have sell the product to the medical field, and then the product that has been sent after being bought need to be checked regularly. Is there any faulty malfunction or anything to monitor it and probably improve it? by time, two time. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.